Joe Rogan podcast guest reveals the most surprising thing about the host after meeting him on the show. Brian Keating reveals the most surprising thing about his appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. Brian Keating has revealed the most surprising thing about Joe Rogan after appearing on his podcast. The American cosmologist and author of several books, including Losing the Nobel Prize, provided an account of his appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, which lasted over 3.5 hours. The topic of conversation was cosmology, aliens, UFOs, and sharing tips about what it's like to be a professor and an actual scientist. He detailed the most surprising thing about the podcaster, revealing Rogan's Irish goodbye following his outing on the podcast. In his blog, Keating wrote, "He comes off as a character but can be deadly serious. When it was all over, we posed for a few pictures, and then he left for the bathroom, which was, I realized in hindsight, his form of Irish goodbye. I didn't see him again." On Rogan as a host, Keating added, "Joe is an excellent conversationalist, 100% focused, and attention is most important. He comes off as avuncular with folks junior to him, as I still am. He's the dominant force in podcasting, with each episode eclipsing the previous episode as the world's most famous episode as soon as it drops." Keating also debunked a rumor about Rogan's height as he revealed what the UFC commentator is like in person. Physically, Joe said he weighs 200 pounds, and I estimate he's about 5 feet 9 inches tall, contrary to the internet rumors that he's under 5 feet 6 inches. "I don't think of him as exceptionally sentimental or emotional," he said. "He works out religiously and has called exercise his favored form of therapy. To me, he's a good masculine role model for many young men to emulate.